lach is am. So tá sé mid ceist ever artan sin. So thug sé cearcúldin BC le tailí charcudí B agus C agus gel thug sé dún punche P's Q or leir funche agus rud an explain why BP so caiimic menu Catí will BP co-trower la CQ. Okay, so sinnig headrod. Okay, so reached ma aucanta se the diagram. Test going goal shot ag 90 degrees because that's on the taily. I guess the shot ag 90 degrees. That's on the taily. Okay. So what inverse ag 90 degrees. Dann line BC. So ma te BP agus CQ ag nithe céim le line BC de bhrísean tá siad co-trower. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so that's it. Can I scroll what the sinnig 90 degrees is the sinnig 90 degrees, custom vertic 90 degrees, leis a lína cearna, then caiisiad bheith co-trower. Okay, and then you okay lan get gata, so pretty straightforward. Okay, now when you part over the door, by drawing a line through A parallel to BQ, or otherwise prove that angle BAC is 90 degrees. So we get a crew go a line BAC nihake. Okay, so reached kaimit line harinch o punch A parallel BC agus CQ. So tiny bit line chan. Okay. So here the entity Current angles funny current numbers are just for handiness. Okay, so we can got them. So current angle every heenus anshan angle do, angle 3, angle keher, angle quick, I guess angle every she. Okay, so heen do 3 keher quick she. Okay, so mark on just ellen heen do 3 keher quick agus she. Okay, now erase Tasha is off. So erased Mercamage are alternate because the BC 90 degrees agus go to co-trower. So erased so smooth your shawnash, right? So then lination co-trower less lination, co-trower less lination. So because the lination co-trower we have alternate angles. So that's going to go angle heen, codum la angle 3, agus that's going to go angle she, codum la angle keher. So shin head can and shan, so higglin shin is. So that's going to go ellen heen, codum la ellen 3. Agus ta ellen keher, codum la ellen she. Agus shin ellen ha alterna. Agus sin real goal when just D and shen goal DA parallel la BC agus la CQ. Okay. Now first commage must switch into a radius. Okay. So must switch to a radius, task go shaw or agus shin R, so therefore ta isosceles triangle. Okay. Do here in the chart ten radius R and shaw agus R and shaw marigarna so ta isosceles triangle. Okay. So Mohammed shan is rod tasking goal ellen do or tasking goal ellen heen and as codum ellen do. Tasking goal ellen heen codum ellen do because a isosceles triangle away. Agus tasking goal agus goal ellen quick codum ellen she. Agus reached shin shantan co hasa. Isosceles triangles. Okay. Now, so we'll compare them to each other. What the heen cosm la 3 agus the heen cosm la 2, so the variation tasking will L na 2 cosm la L na 3. Agus what the care cosm la she agus quick cosm la she tasking will care cosm la quick. Okay, so merchant. So therefore, so merchant tasking well Ellen is the Migeri Kruhu BAC. So the Migeri Kruhu BAC obruma cosmla Ellen 3 plus Ellen keher. Okay. Now, J tasking for the Ellen shall dot 3 keher is quick. So tasking go Ellen da plus Ellen 3 plus Ellen keher plus Ellen quick. Cosma K Dartmoor degrees. A reached Ellen Gira. It's a straight angle. Okay. Agus next because tasking go da cosma 3 agus K cosma quick. Then we then you add this in a screw. Tasking go wall tasking go Ellen BAC or Higlin ye Hormerson. Mohammed and ye Charlie Hella tasking goal ye edit Ellen 3 plus Ellen Keher cosma 180 degrees. Just come with brackets partition. Because the dot but the dot cosma 3 is Keher cosma quick, then obviously the ye edit 3 is Keher cosma 180. So the Ellen 3 plus Ellen Keher then as cosma ran the dot is you to 90 degrees. I guess you know the image get it which the cosmla Ellen BAC. Okay, I guess in fregre the cash over art. Okay. Now then you be in the version to be rubber malta the chassis wrong. You get just out the must record also require must assign wrong show. Okay. So we'll catch did you be fun continuation. Shall we go okay lesson? Yeah. Okay. Ramajari could you catch every J. Okay. Do you show Rob Ma? We should again then, yeah?
Fun second.
Right.
Yeah, so for my washer.
No, it. Okay. Right, so Drake G catch every J Hinchin. Now erase the diagram so the yes, yeah, here looking. This in Golmagaji punchy P inchin. Golgaji shin 90 degrees. I guess the Golgaji punchy P 90 degrees. Lina Goloshin Gajishin. It's the punchy Y inchin. Right, there's no suppose I'll be yeah, Bawig. When you're pushing the tomorrow way. Anyway. The diagram kid from gate but anyway. A X B equals P. Okay. Right. So P is a point outside two concentric circles with center X. PA is a tangent to the inner circle at point A and BP is a tangent to the outer circle at the point B. XP intersects the inner circle at the point Y. And Y is the midpoint. So testing. Now, you have my diagrams the kid from gate, but testing go to fod XY cosm la fad YP. Okay, so therefore, now because the showing 90 degrees, then you be at the J Hocklin Yenuchin, then you be at the Ekel. The machine will learn function, the showing 90 degrees, agus the showing 90 degrees, J Hocklin Yenuchin. So smichi sin the learn function, the shinig 90s, the shinig 90s, so the yet antinig 90 degrees. So really, what the Hockle behar the Jad Ekel is to add the Kirkle Harinch, that has read the punctuation leak. The leir function white. Now, my diagrams are rubber off, but it is the dal the shinianu. Okay. Now, ich had kist. Explain why AXBP is a cyclic quadrilateral while XP is diameter. Okay. So, it is, you know, the kind what's going to be in the cyclic quadrilateral data. J to Mijgiri Kruhu. The Mijgiri figure mammoth original in the cyclic quadrilateral J high Mij Kruhu.
Opposite angles at a 180.
Exactly. So it is so make this in cash part of the heat. Explain why AXBP is a cyclic quadrilateral. Right. Now, Chafitu Mergwal AP on the Tiley. Right. Because the AP on the Tiley is a circle bug, tasking gwal Ellen XAP cosman the hake. I guess faster because the BP on the Tiley faster, Gujin Kirkle more, tasking gwal Ellen XBP cosman the hake. I guess the race with the variation tasha on the Karuhan Kirkla. So cyclic Kirkla mer gwal Ellenaha or some na Elena gomilashka. The sum na Ellenaha Urhoda, so opposite angles. Cosma K Dartmoor degrees. Okay. I guess faster, so Najin Jammer faster. To punch Y on the layer function the XP. Because my yalgol punch Y on the layer function the XP, then that's going to look so shouldn't diameter because the 90 degree going to XP on the trast tosh. Okay. So that's going to equal mutation on the layer function. I guess the showing 90 degrees, then obviously the show will be in the trast tosh because when you come a triangle within a semicircle, are going to be 90 degrees. So therefore the show will be in the circle, the XPs and trast torsion. We should solve it again, then, yeah. Okay, so we should part every heat. G part every do. Deduce that AXY is equal to 60 degrees. Okay, so can we just bunch? Right. So malak with then you to get and Kirklebug. So mark it as a Kirklebug. Okay, now to correct to AXY, so just mark it in the shell of glass. So AXY so in Ellen Shun. Okay. Now Malaccan is in Kirklebug, Tanga and Kirklebug XA Codumla XY. Okay. I guess faster because to show the Kirkle and faster. Tasking faster golafad which a faster codumla tasking golafad smitishan merkerkel so shingajishan so tasking golafad YGA codumla XY faster. Okay, so the YGA codumla XY faster. So that means in 3T with fad kerna. So duration Tasking goal sean na triantan. Tasking goal AXY on the triantan cog classa. Equilateral triangle. Okay, agus the variation tasking in equilateral triangle goal Ellen AXY. The angles the cosmos 60 degrees. Okay. Agus a part journal part of the tree. Trying to but you part of the tree. So we get calculate angle XBA. So call XBA. So it's my quartin Ellen the Steen Shaw. Okay. Now, catch it dash image and chin. So we'll lock image triantan AXP here do we. Okay. So le triantan AXP J testagun. Okay. So testagun Muhammad and is just 3 Ellen Shaw. Okay, you make K Dartmouth degrees. So testagun equal Ellen APX. So APX testagun equal Ellison plus Niha K plus Shaska K Kojma K Dartmouth. So testagun equal Ellen APX Kojma Troha K. So testagun is question like 30 degrees. Okay. Now, JL testagun.
Master,
Yes.
let us support in when you reach.
Get the show?
Yeah.
Right. Malcolm Medina, Erk Malakantis and Ellen Shaw and Ellen Shaw, August and Ellen Shaw. Right? So Mercantis are Triantan AXP. Now, some the 3 Ellen now tasking goes according to K Dartmouth degrees. So Muhammad Ellen APX and Shaw. To my nation of Brima on Darna part will AXY cosmos 60 degrees. So Muhammad Ellen APX the Shaska plus a 90 degree you took in Shaw. So you to APX plus 90 plus 60 tasking goes according to 180 degrees. So we went to 90 plus 60 shin Kate Quiga and Mohas 180 tasking goal in Ellen Shaw cosmos 30 degrees. Was it okay?
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. So no need to be wrong. The short multiplication you got car cash at the hall. Okay, so task in equal APX and cosmos 30 degrees. Okay. Now, GL task on would rather be higgling now market as a circle let AXB equals P. So let AXB equals P. Okay, market as a circle, market as an angle shin. Agus an angle sin. Just as a chart where. Shah de ekel. Then you be a de ekel.
XA.
XA. So Jero de XA. Shin stua. So market smeechy has the theorem. Market has the stuation. So ten angle kerne. Shin agus shin a chart on stua. Chart on stua kerne. Within a circle. So reached so beacon theorem at on the jammer theorem chart gigabe angles formed by the same arc on a circle. So beacon theorem I just remember back in theorem chart theorem every jig. Okay, the angle at the center of circle is given arc twice the angle actually quality every 3 ton. So goes like quality every 3. Okay, so quality every 3 test going equal Ellen APX cosmla Ellen ABX because this should stu a kerne. Okay, so therefore, so task going equal ABX cosmos 30 degrees. Okay, so it is which the cosmos so to just clean the cash to ABX wrote to me to cosmos 30. Okay, Sin sáile a gahanana. So sinna cían seir a deacha fan na cesní seo caihí olalas mai bhagad ar do tírims. Because tá sé teart níos a gcónaí na tírims agus caiitú trial bheith adíad a eice. So nu me sé cuairtain Ellen seo, smuotí gur cearcail agad and the angle standing on the same arc present the same angle. So obviously ten Ellen seo, cosmos in Ellen seo. You may add an Ellen seo up ma because all angles sum to 180 degrees. We saw 60, we saw 90, and therefore mutation 30, Kahin Ellen seo be 30 faster because this should tarni owns do a kern. Okay. So just to shout in that sin screechigh is right majority GG kiss ever a doig. So sin the chords le jenna going so you machine jant the kidney agus 13 agus we attention holiday. Yeah, that's fine. Sin I gana yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I'm GG kissed ever a doig. Okay, so G-Hog said doing catty circle. Okay, I guess the circle to see this. Okay. We should learn from August art or transnegation. So should R so cost like question Easter test paper anyway. So 1.8 meters. Okay. Guess snilly get test going. Punch X to tailing shot. Big punch X. I guess punch O and shot. Okay, so a carpenter has a piece of wood which is in the shape of a quarter of a disc of radius 1.8 meters and center O. He needs to cut from the piece the largest disc he can. Okay, so in a circle with this tiny. He needs to cut from this piece the largest disc he can. The disc is shaded in the diagram. Let the radius of the disc be R centimeters. The disc can be cut. Disc he cuts and the quarter disc he cuts from the shear a common tangent at X. So the tangent can I give vert, I give punch X, I give catty circle, I guess I give circle bug and show. Okay. So every keen explain why OX contains the center of the shaded disc. Then you be add the menu hortuition fairly straightforward. Then you be add the menu hortu or explain why OX contains the center of the shaded disc.
The circles only touch at one point.
Not to the muscle key information, is it? Bunch of gala shaw. J tasking for that taily. Hot J tasking for that taily, I guess leaning off freezing 90 degrees. So Rodaton, Connie County, Mata circle logitse. I guess the tangent to Bolwick puncher. Connie County that the perpendicular at the point of contact, right, I go ni free lar boy. Right, go ní fríd center point. So rahin perpendicular, so rahin na líne ceart ingira, leis a pointí buailte a circle a go ní fríd leir funte. That's a given coalregion in the theorems. Okay, so mercantas are drawing Sean Shaw, J Tescuin. Tescuin goal Tiley. So Higginson is shees. Tescuin goal Tiley ag X. So Tiley ag point X. Okay, so therefore Tescuin so malach me dinne te Elina OX ceart ingira. So perpendicular ceart ingira. Ten líne OX ceart ingira leis an pointí buailte. Cin é bhil cin go sé ceart ingira leis an pointí buailte? Because there's a faster chart und because there's an Italy ag ceartú circle faster. Okay, so the OX ceart ingira leis an pointí buailte mar go bhfuil se an Italy ag an ceartú circle. Okay, agus because of that, we all go to the Tiley, agus the ceartú circle, it has to contain. So mar sin, caihi an leir funte den circle bug a bheith ar líne OX. Okay, well, Anna is solution because the Sean is Tiley done carry circle, therefore testing goes like 90 degrees. Done Tiley shot, because the Sean is Tiley action testing go linish in carting gira, so therefore Kaihin lair funche away a linish. Okay, so Jacker screaming Falkley, but at least shouldn't do screaming Sikavia. Okay, then Tiley punch X. To OX carting relation punch builche agus mar goáil in the Tiley ag an carry circle, so mar sin caihi an leir funche den circle bug a bheith ar líne OX. Okay, right. Calculate correct to 2 decimal places the value of R. Right, so to Arla or Bruma. Okay, so would you here get Israel or just Rima for each?
No, I'll go for each.
Rima for each, right. The Hedro Decums and Shan, so Maharan Selena, she's in Shaw, right? Shin a radius, Shin R, agus Shin Fad R and Shin Foster. Agus Shin R. Get the ocean BG is the radius, Shin the R's leak. Okay. Now Tescuin, so really lock me trial right angle triangle a bit. Okay. So Malacamage Mercamidenia or Chiantan OAC. So Kurmajisha C in shot, agus Kurmaj A in shot when you learn by you. Okay. So Malacamidenia Chiantan OAC. Okay, because obviously this is 90 degrees. Okay, so test going. Here's Lamarck Jarek. Test going equal OA squared cosmos R squared plus R squared. I could do OGA. Shouldn't yeah. Because in this circle, well not yeah, but if I do OGA squared, testing goes to cosmos R squared plus R squared. Okay. So testing equal OA squared cosmos 2R squared. Okay, I guess testing is equal to OA cosmos square root the R. Because we need the square root the R you to so square root dá r. Okay, now GL tasking. Tasking go le fad OX, carma hín pointja art matter. Okay, agus Mohammed denne OX, so smitchi shornas, right? Carmid B a repunctuation, so sin A, carmid B a repunctuation shot. Okay, now smitchi to O GX 1.8 meter, because in a radius than Catry Circle. Okay, so to OA plus OX cosma 1.8 meters. Okay, so tell me jadishin skriv testing equal OA plus OX cosma 1.8 meters. Okay, now with the OA cosma square root 2r, I guess the AX, AGX cosma r, then to me jadi skriv she's. So testing equal OA nash, jin fat to OA, jin square root 2r, plus tasking go le fado O OA plus AX a hard than shen go militia. Right, so we just summon fadgen shen. So OX and ocean shen, so OA plus AX cosma 1.8 meters, tasking go OA cosma square root 2r. I guess tasking go A GX cosma r shen again, which is cosma 1.8 meters. Okay, so can they clean with Charnash? Solve for r. So how do we solve for r? So r when we get the r less hin, so we factorize. So r bracket you to square root da plus hin cosma 1.8. So the r cosma hin point art around the square root da plus hin. Question is start the calculator. So you to 1.8 around the square root da plus hin. Bracket partition, I guess you to 0.7455. As there's a corrected 2 decimal places, so it's equivalent to 0.75 meters. Was it okay? Okay, so should we drill that exercise? It is to just to go set in a tangent to a circle theorems. I guess arcs I guess what the to the theorems the league are back is ja gatrieta. So reach kai to hin olum koila yichinu such. Okay. Now chords of a circle. Yeah, fag machine gujit ketnish and you will hold over ball be even art. You can chill out with the jerset. So funny the ketni yenimage a head section alla so yenimage 11.3 I guess your machine creamy here and then bimidrilla that's the hard stuff of geometry janta and then remedry gene stuff with the a hananyable to yenu. Okay. Kesnig then you be?
No.
No, that's okay. Okay, but reached tasum to could you go to the Gurkna Kesting Shogus to interjacker Kaiti Dawson to Kaiti Latasha, but reached it's Kahitu dot theorems more derpma love interjacker na Kesting Shaw Yenu monowolska dot theorems. I guess the Fisa 3 theorem or was the Fisa Hinon anyway, but the Remer Taskum Kais Fasugutter dot theorems, I guess are the corollaries, I guess they're Dutch axioms. I guess monowoltion form the shinity equal the Kesting Shaw interjacker. Monowoltion form the good that interjacker and shin the Kest figure a horse in the Kesting Shaw. Okay. So a reach Kaiti just see I guess clarity. I guess Jenny Kenchik walls good that theorems like. So Shinny, Mate Kesni be Torshout on the wall. Have my ship to kill you.
Good morning.